Hey Tim, Josh from Nine here, mate. I hope you've pulled up well. The win last night must really restore some belief within the group heading towards finals, given the way you did it without the stars you had as well.
Yeah, definitely. Not an easy task having so many guys out. There's always a bit of uncertainty bringing in some new faces, but it was those guys, who really stood up. Obviously, we had guys like myself, Nick, and Gaff stand up in the middle where there was a big, massive hole, but guys like Liam Duggan be able to play, two positions, come in and play in the midfield for us, and provide what we needed, as well as those young guys coming in. It couldn't be any wrapped. Talking about belief, it's that win last night, installed a lot of belief. So moving forward, there's a lot of confidence.
Your own game was huge. I mean, did you take it on yourself to really step up and lead, given the guys that were down and out in the midfield?
Yeah, definitely. I always want to lead from the front. I haven't exactly been able to do that to the best of my ability. I feel like I've sort of been running around the last couple of weeks. But last couple of weeks, we haven't had Yowie for a while. Boots gone down. Hutchie, Hammy, Redo, Sheed. So definitely. Guys like myself and Gaff definitely wanted to lead from the front. So it was nice to be able to do that.
Out of the centre square at all for the entire night, you barely missed a centre bounce either. When you know you're just going to be in there the entire time, does it change the way you approach a game rather than the constant rotations?
Yeah, I mean, it simplifies the game a bit for myself. I do love playing in the centre and being on ball as much as possible. So I guess not having those other guys there didn't mean that I was at times sitting out on the wing. So I was able just to play in there and hunt and get after it and do my thing. So it simplifies a little bit.
Did you feel any pressure, Tim? I mean, coming into this game, there was a fair bit of talk about you and needing to step up. Do you embrace that pressure, and did you feel
it? To be honest, I haven't really felt much pressure. Look, I know what my best footy looks like. I felt like last night was a step forward in that direction. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. For me, it's just about trying to play my role to the best ability. I don't have to go out and do what I did last night, but it felt good.
Tell us about the Gov. Have you seen him? And by the sounds of it, Simo seemed to say on Melbourne radio today, that it looks like a longer term injury than just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look good last night, and I believe the big fella's gone and had a scan this morning, so I don't really know too much more than that. Hopefully the scans come back, and fingers crossed he's not out for too long. We need him, desperately. So fingers crossed he's not out for too long. But by the looks of it last night, it didn't look too good.
Is it just when it comes to the soft tissue injuries? I mean, is it just the sort of short turnaround that you think is put down to? Obviously, you guys aren't doing a lot of training. Is that just the only factor that you see? Because there's been obviously a bit of a trend now with a few hamstring injuries.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Obviously, training's been very hard. We haven't had a proper training session since we've been up here. So there are guys who play a game and not really doing a hell of a lot because it's such a quick turnaround that all of a sudden you're up for another game, and I feel like we've got a lot of our guys going into games not feeling 100% fresh, probably feeling about 80%, 70%, playing sore. So all these little things, all these little things add up, and it's safe to say that the quick turnarounds haven't been our best friend.
Can you give some insight into what it's been like, the 5 in 19 days? We know that lots of clubs have done it and everyone's had it really difficult and injuries have occurred. What's it been? How have you woken up feeling each day? What have you done to get through and prepare yourself so you could play all of these matches?
I guess I've been a bit lucky, to be honest. I've been getting through most games without any knocks and niggles. Pulling up sore, but good sore. And for me and for everyone on our list, it's just about being elite, being absolute pros when it comes to recovery, and just doing all the little things, ticking all the boxes throughout the week, and make sure that we can best prepare ourselves and our bodies for the next game. But it's definitely I definitely didn't see this happening in terms of how many soft tissue injuries we'd have. But looking forward to having a 7-day break now, that's for sure.
Does it heighten your sense of importance of looking after your body from here, knowing that you're a lot of blokes down, you've now got a 7-day break into a week off for the bye and then finals? Are you now really conscious of, we can't afford to lose anymore, we have to look after ourselves as much as possible, even more than normal?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a great team here. We've got some good facilities that we've got access to, and it's just about tapping into all of that. So our guys do a great job of encouraging us, but when you start seeing a lot of your teammates, we're sort of dropping like flies a little bit at the moment. It does make you want to, take that extra bit of care, and that starts from sleep, all the way through to nutrition, and ice baths, hot spas, hot and cold, all those sorts of things. So massaging, all of that. So like I said, we've got a great team here, and everyone's trying to do their bit and make sure we're best preparing as best as we can.
Just back on Gov again, how hard is he to replace, because he seems like such an important part of your structure?
Yeah, look, he's what he brings to the table. In a lot of ways, is probably irreplaceable. To be completely honest, our backline doesn't quite function the same without him, I believe. So, look, it's going to be challenging. We definitely got some guys who are no slouches. They can come in and definitely perform and give us what we need. I'll be having my fingers and toes crossed that he's not out for too long.
And it probably looks like Will Scofield will get more of a run now. Obviously, he played last night, but how much faith do you have in a guy like him, who in the past has had to wait a long time before and has always seemed to come in and perform quite well?
Sorry, what was that?
Just on Will Scofield, it looks like he'll probably get more responsibility now. I'm guessing in the back line. How much faith do you guys have in him to be able to do a job there? Yeah,
we absolutely love Scoey and what he brings to the table. And like I said, he looks really hungry at the moment. He came in fresh last night. I know he's done a lot of work, and like I said, I do believe Gov's irreplaceable. But like I said, we got guys who can come in and play a role, and Scoey's no slouch, that's for sure. He's a heart and soul player of the team, and got no doubt that he'll relish a bit of extra responsibility and come in and give us what we need.
Tim, just Liam Ryan, his performances, how blown away are you about his improvement over the last 12 to 18 months? I know you've just been there this year, but you would have seen him from afar last year as well.
Yeah, he's just an excitement machine, isn't he? Look, Liam's put in a lot of hard work, and he's definitely taken his game to a whole new level. What he can do in the air, what he can do on the ground. his ability to kick goals when we need. He's a pivotal player for us moving forward, and he's been absolutely outstanding for us as of late.
Could you see him playing midfield at all, just as something a little different, an X factor?
Oh, look, to be honest, I think Liam could play anywhere on the field. He's just that type of player. I love him in the forward line. He could definitely come up the ground. I think wing over time. Who knows? Gets a little bit bigger. I'm sure he'd be able to handle himself in the mids. Absolutely loving him up forward.
Do you have any Geelong memorabilia around Tim still? I dare say you'll be barracking for them pretty hard tonight to try and lock in that top 4 spot.
Yeah, look, it'd be hard not to back the old club tonight, given I guess what it means for us. It'd be nice if they can get it done. Richmond are going well. I think it's going to be a great game to watch. So, definitely looking forward to it. I don't think I'll be putting any Geelong memorabilia on, but I'll definitely be hoping they win.
Where do you sit when it comes to, because obviously if they don't get up and you can finish 5th, you get the home final potentially, but you finish 4th and you're likely back on the road and unlikely to come back to Perth again for the year. I mean, you have to beat teams at some point in the finals, but where do you sit? Would you rather a home final first up than going back on the road?
Look, all those things are up in the air at the moment. For us, we're just focused on North Melbourne this week, and finishing the year off strong. Feel like we've got a lot of belief back from last night's win, and just hoping to carry that on to the game this week. But yeah, no doubt. To be honest, I'd much rather finish inside the top 4 than finish 5th. Even if that means we're on the road a little bit more. So, I guess that'll depend on tonight's result. But for us, we're even if that doesn't go our way, we're just focused on finishing the year off strong and just taking this momentum that we've got and taking it in the North game and just not looking further past them at the moment.